Hey guys, what's going on? How you guys been doing? Welcome back to our channel. So today is an off day for us. Cool thing is she's gonna be making homemade tortillas and kind of talking about how we eat now, and most of the things that we eat have 5 ingredients or less.
That's right, guys. I finally learned how to make homemade tortillas, so we've been tearing them up.
Delish.
Yeah, they're really good. So I will show you guys that. It's pretty simple. For me, that's something new. Some of you guys might think that's silly, but yeah, today's an off day, like Eli said, so you're just gonna hang out with us.
What?
Our orange kitty cat is outside chasing chipmunks, so I'll show you a little bit of that. She has been trying to get them for days now, and they're definitely taunting her. Do you hear them?
They are.
They're taunting her. She has caught 4 mousies so far in the camper, so she's learned to hunt.
She's a real cat now.
Yeah, she's a real cat, but next she's gonna catch a chipmunk for sure. If you're new here, I'm Rachel.
Yeah, I'm Eli, and this is Saya.
Back in March, we did something a little bit crazy. We quit our jobs, we got rid of almost everything we owned, and we converted our 2007 Toyota 4Runner into our home. We left Tennessee and we headed west. It was my first time. We are just regular people doing this road trip. So if you missed any of those videos, make sure you go back and watch those. There's a lot of beautiful scenery. We stay at campsites and rest stops, and it's a little bit interesting. So go back and check on those. Follow us on social media, and make sure you check the description for some links if you guys want to support us directly. We would really appreciate that. The past few months, we have been work camping in Maine at a stunning lakefront family-owned campground. We've made new friends, created a comfortable home, had more campfires than we can count, went on a few seaplane rides with the best pilot ever, watched baby turtles hatch, and learned about ourselves and each other more than ever before. Thank you for being here. We have definitely had to get used to spiders in Maine. Yes, we have spiders in Tennessee, and Eli has tarantulas in Arizona, but the spiders in Maine are crazy. They're everywhere. Like,
There's just so many different species.
oh my gosh.
I think right now it's orb
Orb weavers.
season.
Yeah.
But you got your what? The dock spiders?
What are you doing, honey?
AKA
Oh yeah, fishing spiders.
fishing spiders.
We had one in the camper.
They're like smaller wolf spiders, but they love the water and then the dog.
Ooh,
Nice.
we got spideys everywhere. Okay. We finally put up Christmas lights, so we'll show you guys that tonight, and Eli makes the best fires.
Not complete though. We still have to hang a couple more right here to complete the circle.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean we'll be making another fire tonight, so we'll show that little setup how I do it.
We have a really beautiful space out here. Eli and I have worked really hard to make it comfortable and homey, and he did most of the work, but it's...
Yeah, well look at it now. We have 2 extra additional chairs over here. Nice little log to set your things on.
Yeah.
Future yoga studio.
Yeah.
We're just gonna build it up, get a carpet, and little mesh stuff so the bugs can't get in. But yeah, that'll pop from over there so I can. Yeah. Yoga.
Yep.
All right, I'm going inside. Enjoy your.
Bye. Eli's worked like 7 days in a row, so this is his first day off that he's had in a minute. So he's gonna be hanging out inside, resting and relaxing, and I'm gonna be making tortillas in a little bit and just spending some time out here with Saya and the beautiful trees and nature that surround us. Oh, I love it here. Maine is awesome. Like, Maine is so beautiful. Also, highly recommend a sand pit. If you know, you know. I love being in the middle of the woods, like literally in the middle of the forest. I'll show you guys
what we look at like every day when we open our back window to the camper. I always look for bears and mooses. Alright, so here's the back end of our campsite. So that window, we open the blinds every morning, and then this is our view. Are you kidding? It's amazing. Ugh. We love you, Maine. We love you, Maine. Also, real quick, I want to show you our walkways. I've showed you before, but I'm going to show you again. If you've watched any of our recent videos, we get all of our meat from Phillip View Farm. That's about 15 minutes away from here. And we get a lot of free produce from the farmers. We have a few campers that have a farm, so we always have potatoes. Right now we have beets that I gotta figure out because I've never cooked beets before. But one of the things that I appreciate about being up here is the farms are everywhere. The community is very like whole food mindful, and we just eat better. Everything is few ingredients. Like, we don't eat fast food anymore at all. If we do, it makes our tummies upset. We've been making breads and tortillas, cooking farm meat and organic rice, and just trying to really be mindful of what we put in our bodies. And Eli feels better, I feel better. So that's been a bonus. When we head home for the winter or travel around in the winter, it's going to be hard to figure out what we're going to be eating. Maybe we can find some farms on the way. All right, everybody, I have my kitchen station set up. Big bowl to make my dough in. Here's a little bowl that I put my dough balls in while I am waiting to flatten them out. Chocolate, yeah, snack, little motivation, if you will. We only use cast iron, so I have my big cast iron skillet, and this dough is a 15-minute rise. It's 4 ingredients: water, warm water actually, salt, you can use regular salt, sea salt, some kind of oil like butter, olive oil, whatever you want, and of course flour. I use organic all-purpose flour. So 4 ingredients, super simple, very easy to make. I don't have a rolling pin. I literally use a Yeti cup and roll my dough out, so don't make fun of me. I haven't got one yet, okay? But it works. You don't need fancy stuff to make this. So, what are you doing? You ready to come in? Thanks, Saya's ready to come in. So let's bring her in and then we'll get back to tortillas. Did you have fun outside? Did you have so much fun? There you go. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna start by heating up some water. We need warm water to put the salt in. Okay, the recipe that I go by calls for one batch is 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of fine sea salt, 2/3 cups of warm water, and 5 tablespoons of light flavored oil, melted shortening, butter, lard, whatever you want to use there. I will post that in the description below. I'm gonna do a double batch because they do keep really well in the fridge. and you can freeze them. So you can double it, whatever you want to do. While my water is boiling, I'm going to go ahead and put my 4 cups of flour in the bowl. The salt's going to be mixed in with the warm water, so you're not going to put that in there just yet. And then I'm going to get my butter ready to melt down just a little bit. When I fry mine in the cast iron skillet, my cast iron is already seasoned with coconut oil, so it'll have that flavor in there. I'm just gonna cut my butter down and get it ready for melting. You probably see some meat defrosting in the sink. This is some of the farm meat that we get. This is minute steaks. We normally get stew meat, ground meat, or ground beef, and minute steaks. This will be the first time trying these, but the meat is just beautiful. We love getting our meat from the local farm. Some of you guys might be saying, why don't you use a microwave to melt your butter? We don't use a microwave. Yes, we have one. We don't use it. So we have our reasons for not using a microwave, but you can do whatever you want. Heat your butter up however you want, but I like to put my propane stove on super low and a bake oven friendly glass bowl just right over it, and it melts the butter perfectly. You guys do what works for you. That's what works for us. Good. Do you guys remember playing fetch when I lived in my camper? And comment if you remember that when I first started my YouTube channel. Alright guys, that's number 4. 4 cups of flour for a double batch. 2/3 cups of water times 2. 2 teaspoons of sea salt dissolved in warm water. So we have warm water, flour, and salt in here. If for some reason your dough is more flour than water, you can always add more. I never stick to like a specific recipe. I just kind of wing it, to be honest with you, and it always comes out okay. See, I'm pretty sure we're gonna add a little more water, and that's okay. Once your dough gets kind of sticky, that's a good thing. I like to knead my dough just a little bit. Feel free to add flour as needed. Like I said, I kind of wing it. I've learned like what the dough should look like and feel like for it to come out good. Alright, we are going to make a dough ball and let this rest for 15 minutes. Give it a nice little pat for doing a good job. Once you have your dough ball formed, just cover and let it sit for 15 minutes up to 2 hours. It's a pretty easy dough to work with. While your dough is resting, you can pet your fur baby or have your favorite drink. These are Spindrift carbonated water. We have tried all of them and these are the best. Ingredients: carbonated water and lime juice. That's it. And they're so good and they don't make you feel bloated. They have grapefruit and pineapple and all kinds of different flavors, but these are so good. I will link them in our Amazon store if you guys want to try them out. This is not sponsored. I wish it was. But truly, like, anything we mention on our channel is products that we actually use and love. So also, while you're waiting, you can put something nice on the TV. I'm watching a animated movie. I like happy things on the TV. Eli and I have been watching Stranger Things and I've never seen it before. He has. That show is terrifying. I'm a sissy, so have you guys watched Stranger Things? Let me know what you think about it, because like I'm into it and I want to finish it, but it's so scary. So I put happy things on TV like cartoons or anime so that like I can clear my mind. Lately, I've been playing Animal Crossing on the Nintendo DS. I never ever had one, ever. And now at 37, I have my first Nintendo DS. And yes, I'm like 10 years, maybe 15 too late. But it's so much fun. Oh, Mario Brothers right now, but I gotta put my Animal Crossing in there. We are some nerds, okay? If you know, then you know. If anybody's wondering where Eli is, he is right in there taking a nap. So that's our bedroom, and then we can just close it off when one of us wants to take a nap. We love our naps, so. Not sure if you're an anime fan like me, but this is one of the cutest movies. I love Studio Ghibli movies. If you haven't checked those out, a lot of them are in English and they're just really good feeling movies, but this one reminds me of a Ghibli movie. If you know anything about that world, then you understand exactly what I'm talking about. I love having like feel-good movies on days like this. What are you doing, Saya? Somebody's a little needy today. Okay guys, I've let my dough sit for about 30 minutes now, so we're gonna look at it and get it rolled into the little balls to then smush out into our tortillas and then put in the pan. There is our dough. It looks good. Oh yeah. Look at that. That is beautiful. I love some good dough. Oh, perfect consistency. Super happy with that. Once again, before anybody comes at me, I do not have fancy tools. I don't have a rolling pin. I don't have a dough cutter. I don't have a wooden bowl. I don't have a wooden spoon. You can use whatever, like truly. I just use a knife to cut my dough. I use a Yeti cup to roll my dough. One day I will have those things. If anybody wants to buy it for me, if it bothers you that bad, it's on our Amazon wish list. But I know someone's gonna come at me for that. But you don't need to be fancy, okay? Oh, that's nice. Always kind of roll them into a ball and then pinch the bottom, or put like all the flaps at the bottom. But there's a ball, so that'll go there. You can make different sizes if you want small tortillas. This size kind of makes maybe like a 8 to 10 inch tortilla. So if you want to half it and make taco sized tortillas, you can. It does not matter. Like that kind of feels like a lot, so I'm just going to pinch some off. This is just how I do it. I am no expert. So I kind of put all my flaps folded at the bottom, and there's my ball of dough. I'll probably make a few small ones. See, there's a little baby one. Alright, half of that batch made 12. So I'm going to say that if you go by the recipe and just do one batch, it's going to make about 12 tortillas depending on the size. I'm doing a double batch once again, all different shapes and sizes. Alright guys, there's our tortilla balls. Real quick before I start rolling the dough, I'm gonna let Saya out because she is begging. Alright, come on. Let's go outside. Come here. Wait. Here you go. Free to go run around. By the way, when we traveled the country, we tried on many and hunted far and wide for a harness that Saya couldn't get out of. Oh my gosh, look at this. There's Saya. Look at this little guy. Oh my gosh, he just went under the... I'm telling you, these chipmunks really taunt Saya. Alright, I'm gonna let her practice her hunting, and I'm gonna go back inside and finish these tortillas so Eli and I can cook a great dinner tonight. We are having steak fajitas with farm beef and homemade tortillas and peppers from the farm. It's gonna be good. Oh, and onions. Alright. Yeti cup makes a good rolling pin. The thinner you can make these tortillas, I think the better. They seem to be a little bit more crispier. They don't have to be perfectly round. They don't. Mine are like all kinds of different shapes, but it doesn't matter what they're shaped like, they are good. So, easy enough, right? I normally get the cast iron nice and hot, and then I turn it down to like medium 5 or 6, and then I'll throw a tortilla in there, let it brown, flip it while I'm flattening my other dough, and it's just like a whole assembly line process. Doesn't take too long. In between each tortilla that I put in the cast iron, I'll take some organic coconut oil in just one of these and just put that on the cast iron, and then throw my other dough right there in the middle. It gives it a really nice flavor. See? This one's shaped funny. That's okay. Guess what? It still works. It still tastes good. Doesn't have to be perfect. Alright guys, look who's awake. What woke you up?
Tortillas.
The smell of good food?
Mm-hmm.
He wants a tortilla with butter.
Yeah, tons of butter. A couple.
Alright guys, I'm going to finish these tortillas, and I will come back and show you what the final result looks like. We'll probably eat a few. So, also don't go anywhere because Eli's gonna make a fire.
Yes, I am.
We're gonna turn on our Christmas lights outside, and we're gonna make a really good dinner. What are we having for dinner? Fajitas.
Oh, yeah, steak fajitas.
Steak fajitas. Don't go anywhere. There you go.
Grazie.
Yep. All right, I'm still working on some tortillas. Eli's gonna start the fire.
I will find you in the morning, sunlight draped across your face. You are smiling from the moment the breath within your lungs escapes. You say someday we will wake up and the memories will all but fade. But in this moment we're together and nothing can erase this day.
All right, doing a totally different style. I mean, obviously the easiest way to make the fire, blowtorch, but my little style of how I'm making it. I'm just gonna try something different. I've done my box style and all that stuff, but I'm doing a little box, A-frame, TP style. So we're gonna go on and see what it looks like. This is my setup. My wood to keep continuously feeding it once it starts. 2 smaller ones and 2 bigger ones and 2 smaller ones in this ways. Make sure there's enough airflow everywhere, and we're gonna see if this burns better or worse.
You make a great fire.
So we're gonna let this coal burn down to the coals, you know, and I'll start building a bigger fire. And then when it hits nighttime, then we'll collab that with the lights, and we'll show you what we get to see every night.
Yep.
Sound like a plan?
Sounds like a plan, man. I'm just finishing up all of these beautiful tortillas. I have just a few more to go, and then Eli's out there still working on that beautiful fire. After the tortillas are done, I'm going to go ahead and start dinner. I just want to say a little something. A lot of you guys are probably laughing at me because, especially the older generation and my grandma, rest her soul, but I was never taught to make things homemade like this. I cannot believe that you go to the store and you buy tortillas that have a paragraph of ingredients. Like, it makes no sense to me, and I'm a little bit upset that my whole entire life I never learned to bake. These tortillas, 4 ingredients. Like, are you kidding? Look at that. There's so much you can do with these, and I know people are laughing at me. All right, guys, this is our tortilla haul. 23 beautiful tortillas. So we're getting ready for dinner, so we're gonna thin slice these steaks, fry up some peppers and onions, and make fajitas.
The lights got lower.
Plug them in.
Stay tuned.
Look how magical.
And then accidentally bought the blinkers. And so if you come right over here, we're eventually gonna have another string going down here, going up here, and going across. So we'll have a full circle. They're still lit.
We got the lights going. We have our feet in the sand. We have our fire. What a beautiful night. And we're about to eat some really good food.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, making tortillas with us, to learn a little bit of how we eat and how we do fires at night. Well, it's working now.
Yeah, off and on.
Well, this is plugged into this though, so it could be this. What does Fat Girl Princess like the most, huh? Huh? We move, Fat Girl. Right, enough feeding you is when we feed you the same time at night, right? Fair enough? Alright. She's our little princess, so we're gonna feed her dinner early tonight, so. Are you ready? Let's go. Dinner time. Let's go. Yeah. Come on, boy, girl. You were seriously your toys inside the bowl already? Wow. Okay.
Meat, peppers, onions. We're so ready to eat. For fajitas, the way I do them is just peppers and onions. You guys can add mushrooms, whatever else you want to add to the mix. I cook the peppers and onions down pretty good, and then I add the meat last because that doesn't take long at all to cook. So then you have your mixture, and then you can put them on your tortillas. You can add sour cream or cheese or whatever you want. Nice easy meal that's easy to like switch up things if you don't like one thing or the other. Alright guys, we are gonna smash this food and we'll catch up with you after that.
Hold me close to your fire. I will find you in the evening, alone inside your beat-up shirt. I laugh because the sight of all the wrinkles show just what it's worth. And I say nothing lasts forever, but sure as hell I'll always stay. Cause in this moment we're together, and nothing can erase this day. In this moment we're together, and nothing can erase this day.